Hello everybody. I don't know how to link these videos to be one back to back, but this is part 2 of the scavenging stuff. I find I can record. Oh, sorry, let me put the music down. Hold on, let me open this. Hold on, I gotta open something here in the bottom. As I drive, of course. Very dangerous. Don't do this at home. So, there we go. As I drive, you know, please bear with me. I use glasses as I drive because I can't see a distance. I can see it, but it's very, very blurry. But then, when I look to the cell phone or something around close with the glasses, it bothers me. So, let me take you to the dumpsters. Correction. The donation site right close to me. I can almost see from here that there's nothing there. Let me show you. You see let me see at a distance. That down there is the donation bin. You can see if there's anything there. It doesn't look like there's anything. I just drive by them. I'm on my way to Walmart, you see? I drive by it. Pass by, if you see anything, you look. If you don't, you don't. You know, you see? They cleaned it out. It must have been, there's people picking up the clothes to resell it by the bunch. And there's also people that pick it up for donations and stuff like that. So it's all kinds of stuff going on with this clothes. I don't do the clothes or the shoes. No. I do the better quality sneakers used. They sell pretty good. I have a lot of people that buy sneakers to use, you know. I don't want to get into the ethnic background, but the majority of the foreigners, they buy used sneakers because they use them to work. They still want to look good, or they use them to work. For example, you're going to work with cement or in the grass. You don't want to buy a $100 sneaker to work with in the yard. So you buy a used sneaker. You buy a good one for 10, 20 bucks. I sell them all at 10 bucks. All at 10 bucks. I can sell a lot more. That sneaker sell for a lot more. I'm going to pass through this other bin I have around here. It's I know we're almost in my line, on this line. This is the line I take every day to work. So I know what's around here. So I'm gonna go check this one on the side over here. If I find something, well, some of them you just find trash. You know, it's a crap game. That's why I don't go out. Look at that right there. That's true. Okay. Let me turn it. Let me turn it around so you can see what we can. As we see the dumpsters, you can see the. As we see the trash cans, you can see what I'm talking about. Let me try to point this to them where you can see something. Yeah, it's fuzzy there. It's shining on this thing. There we go, much better. So, like I was saying, you don't go out of your way to do this because you want it to be economical, but you do it on your way to work, on the way back from work. Anywhere you go, you just find something and you look, you see something, take a little time, put it in the trunk of the car, whatever. Don't get things that are too heavy. Don't get things that are too big. Everything has a value because even junk is scrap. You see, as I'm driving around, I'm looking to the curbside. Nobody's putting anything else because it's Saturday. A lot of things are not put out on Saturday. They put it out on Saturday, correction, for Sunday. Saturday is Sunday because Saturday is when a lot of people do a lot of cleanups or yard sales at home or whatever, and they get rid of the stuff. And then Sunday night, they all have it by the curb. So the trash truck could pick it up on Monday. Well, me and another grand of people, we scavenge all that Sunday morning, Monday morning, Sunday. We just drive by and keep scavenging. Because even junk you can resell as junk. I don't grab the big heavy metal junk because it's big, heavy, and I'm not into that. If I have anything big, junk like that, I mean, correction, in the storage lock and I can't sell, I'll take that and I'll sorry, and I'll recycle it. Old age, cold weather, but what can you do, you know? What can you do? If it worked for Santa Claus, it worked for me, right? Now let me try to adjust this. It seems like I put my hand and it adjusts itself. I don't know how. Okay. We're about to pass by a local dumpster, a local donation bin. A lot of people put things around it, but it doesn't tend to have good stuff, but it has. Okay, Oh, somebody cleaned it out because I'm passing by now. I'm going to show you as I pass by. Watch how somebody cleaned it out. Okay. Let me show you. So you can get how we do this. It's a drive-by. You see, look. You see? The bin is right there. There's that little bag or something. You see how they put the clothes in? But then later today, it'll load up with stuff on the outside. Susan G. comment. People put stuff around it on the floor, but once it's outside, it's public domain because it's considered dumping. If you put it inside, you're donating. If you put it outside, you're dumping trash. Well, some people pick up the clothes and the shoes they leave there, you know? I don't. I'm not into the, like I said, the clothes and the shoes. Okay? Now I'm driving toward another one. A church one. Sometimes it has, most of the time it has something. The church ones have, but most of the people donate the stuff inside, not outside. It seems like it's very hard to get anything of value or anything at all from the church ones. I don't know if it's that the church goers are cheap or they donate it inside to a different channel. I don't know how that works. See how the lenses keeps adjusting? It's a business, I'm telling you. This flea market thing, I've been doing this for a couple of years, but I met some people. For example, there's this Oriental guy that I go to Cowtown, which is like Salem County, New Jersey. So it's like very close to the when it comes to the state line to go to Delaware, by the Delaware River. I don't know how I don't know call that. So I go to that one. There's this guy that comes every Saturday. He goes other places too, because these people go other places. Every Saturday, he goes to Cowtown. He drives a van, his wife drives a van, and his brother-in-law drive a van. They sell different items, but it's a lot of those dollar items that these Chinese people could get real cheap because they have their connections, the dollar store kind of stuff. He's got, well, a little bit more expensive because he has cell phone covers, all those cell phone accessories, he's got it. And he sells them cheap. So, just in case. And he sells them cheap. And they come every Saturday from Brooklyn, New York, down to Salem County. That's a 3-4 hour drive. It must be worth it, right? And they've been doing this for years. They dedicate to this, all of them. And they go to other places too. They only do the flea markets all week long. For example, on Fridays they go to Green Dragon. There's a flea market in PA, Ephraim, PA, and it's only on Fridays, but it goes all the way up to 8 or 9 o'clock at night. And there's a lot of working Joes that go there, and it's very popular. I'm considering to go there. I just haven't gone because I work on Fridays. But if they cut my hours, I'll tell the boss, you know, I'll tell you what, cut my Fridays also, I can get a part-time somewhere else. And then I'll go to the Green Dragon. 2 Saturdays, I go to Cowtown. Sundays, they go to Vineland. And we also have Columbus on Sundays. Mondays, I forgot where else they go on Monday. Or probably they take it off. Tuesdays, they go back to Cowtown. Wednesdays, they go to New Egypt. Thursday, they go to Columbus. And so far. They keep it all in Vineland. They call it U-Save or something like that. So, you see, I'm driving around to see if there's anything. I'm only on the way to them. I'm not going to get into this area looking around because there's nothing. I'm just showing you. This is Saturday. This is not a lot of stuff. In the spring, there's a lot more stuff. Spring cleanup, fall cleanup, there's a lot more stuff to expect. So every day they go somewhere else. You can go to a flea market every day. It's easy. Why is it easy? Because you have a vehicle that's loaded already with it. You have a storage locker with your goods. I use the used goods that I found on the road. Some people buy that Chinese guy, everything he has is new. But I use the new stuff, you know, the old stuff. I use the used, I sell the used stuff. What's so good about it? It doesn't depreciate on price. You know, a vehicle, you can buy a vehicle new for $40,000, $50,000, depends what kind of vehicle, even more, right? But at the end, the least it's gonna worth is gonna be 500 bucks when you get rid of it in 20, 10, 15, even if it's just for metal. You can get more out of it because it's a relic or something, but even if it's just for metal, you can get at least 500 bucks. Used stuff do not depreciate until a certain limit. They go down in value. They go down. That car that was costing $50,000, one day it went down to $500, but then when time passes by, it goes up again because it's a relic. That's what happens with old stuff. You always find something of value. Somebody will find some value for it. Even if it's something they want to repair or they want to collect or something. Let me see this camera thing. I don't know how this works. Now, I don't look so fuzzy. It's in my hair. So, you see how I'm saying? It's worth for somebody something. And you can get some value out of it. So, but then again, I find my stuff to the side of the road, so the price it's free. All it costs is this trip. The gasoline, not really, because I'm on my way to Walmart to repair a tire. I'm on my way to Walmart to repair a tire, to do some shopping and do a couple of things. So it's included. I'm coming close to a place where sometimes has stuff. It's a church school thing. Most of the time it has something. Where I'm going now, it just not might be the best of quality. Let me see. I'm looking from a distance. I'll let you know if we have anything. Nope, it's got nothing either. It's got nothing either. Look, let me show you the bin so you can see what I'm talking about. Let me show you the bin. Let me show you. I just passed by it. You can see from a distance if there's anything or not. Let me see. Hey, there's nothing there. So I'm gonna move on to the next one. To the way to Walmart. It seems like they were all cleaned out. Friday night clean out or something. There's a big ass trucks that pass by and they clean it all out, clean out the surroundings and move on, because this is a constant collecting thing. Don't get me wrong, people donate to these bins and stuff, but that clothes they donate to bins is not exactly for the poor like people think. It gets resold. It gets resold. What they want to give the poor is not the clothes, they want to give them the money. And of course, not all the money. We know how that donation stuff works. Or not all that money goes where it's supposed to go. It goes to administration, to preparing the stuff. So expenses, expensive dinners for the management to talk business with somebody else, of course. And that's legal. It's legal to overspend the money of an institution. What's not legal is to keep it. So, you can figure that out. Salary for the manager, for the CEO, let's say $50,000 a year. They pay him hotels every time he travels. That's $1,000 because he stayed the first class. He travels first class airplane. You know, he eats in the best restaurants, and they pay for that because there's a business expense. So you figure it out. You figure out what they do with that. They do that with almost all of them. It's corrupt. You pick up the clothes. They donate the clothes. They put it on the side of the curb for the needy. Nah, they sell it. They sell it. Goodwill. You give Goodwill stuff. They sell it. You know that because Goodwill has a store. They said, oh no, because we help yeah. They're getting stuff for free. And we used to buy in the Goodwill and resell as the resellers, but they went on the price very high. Way before this pandemic, they were way too high. Something that was worth 50 bucks, they got it for free. They used to sell it for 10 and we used to sell it for 20. No, now they sell it for 40 because they don't want us to resell it. They're greedy bastards now. I'm looking at the other bin. And as you see, right there, it has nothing either. So I'm moving on. It's all been cleaned out. So now I have to go. I'm not gonna check the next ones because I have to separate on the way to Walmart. However, look at the road. See, you see some trash cans? This trash, I just saw some trash there. It's been there for like a week, so you know there's nothing of value there. It's just trash. Because when they put it out, people scavenge through it. What's left behind is what nobody wants. Pure trash. Pure unadulterated trash, right? That's what they say. You find very weird stuff that is valuable to somebody else. Collectibles or... I've been given old man died, his wife got rid of all his shack. I went over to the shack. She was selling a few things. She had like tools, sewing machines, antiques, notebooks, popular mechanics. He has so much valuable stuff that he's been saving. But he died and she needs to move because she had to downsize or something. And she had to get rid of all of it. So she asked me if I want to buy some stuff. I announced it because he said, I'm buying stuff in your shed, whatever. And I went over. This is also, as a matter of fact, in Mays Landing a couple of years ago. And I went over. Always carry cash and an empty van. Always carry extra cash and an empty van. I had $1,000 on my pocket. Always. That's the power. You gotta carry cash. In the spur of the moment, you can buy everything and anything. So I went over and I looked at a few things. I said, how much you want for this? 50 bucks, man. 10 bucks, 5 bucks. And then I keep stalling and looking around and grabbing stuff and looking and talking shit to her. And she's getting a little annoyed because she wants the money. She wants to get rid of it. She doesn't want the money. She wants to get rid of it. Okay. Man, it's cold. So she wants the money. So I keep talking. She keeps talking. And she's getting a little annoyed. I can tell. Let me put this temperature on. Bah, that don't smell too good. Stink that comes out of the vent. Well, maybe it's the outside. So then she says, would you buy it all? And I'm like, a lot of stuff here. And after looking around, keep grabbing stuff, you talk a little bit like you're not interested. How much you asking for it all? He says, if you give me I think she says like 800 bucks. And it was way worth more than that. I said, yeah, let me see. Because you have some good valuable stuff, but I really don't have space for it. She said, she jumped real good. I could do 300. Before I even throw a number, she went down 300. I said, this is the number. I couldn't wait and go longer, but that would be offensive. And it was well worth it. So I said, well, if you, I'm still like, well, if you give me a few days to get rid of it, yeah, I could do that, to take it, because I don't have space to take it right now to store it. She said, we could do that. I gave her the money. She gave me the key to that storage. She said, you can clean it out in a few days. You have a few days. Right there and then, after I gave her the money, I load up the most valuable things possible. You always go for the most valuable things possible first. Just in case something happens that the deal falls through and she gets to keep the 300 bucks, you keep the most valuable items first. You grab the big chunky money things. You leave the junk for the end. Don't load up with junk, because then you're just gonna have junk if something falls through. People change their mind real quick. Because the minute she gives this deal for 300 bucks, let's say, and I take things out, she tells her son, oh, I sold this for 300, but 300 bucks, Mom? Those things worth more than that. No, you know what? I'll give you whatever's left. I'll give it to me so I can make some money. And she's gonna say, well, yeah, let me talk to him. She's gonna say, no, I can't deal, whatever, She's not gonna want to give you all the money back. But she's gonna want something. So this didn't happen. I'm just telling you, it happens that way by the bunch. So, but that's why you always load up with the most expensive items first. And that's what I did. I grabbed everything that will give me a lot more value than 300 bucks. I grabbed enough stuff to have a value. I think it was like $1,000, because she had some valuable stuff. She never changed her mind, so I emptied out the whole thing. I started selling in the flea market. I sell it on eBay. The most valuable vintage items, I sold them on eBay, and then offer up and flea market. Made the money way past that. And it's not the first time or the last time that's gonna happen. You have to have money, always. Money talks, bullshit walks. You have to try to figure out what's the motivation. There's a lot of, I bought a lot of other stuff in up north in areas where people have money, let's put it that way. And they have sold the stuff cheap because the wife is getting, the husband and the wife, they're separated or they're divorced, and she wants to get rid of everything real cheap before he comes back for it. And that's when you clean out. They have a big expensive house. He was probably, when I bought for this one, it seems like he did some handiwork with repairs, so he has some good tools, power tools. And of course, they became mines and they become part of the society because they were so cheap. You have to sell cheap. People come to me in the flea market and say, oh, you sell. I don't sell by the bunches. I can sell a lot more, but I sell pretty good. I make some good money, but I sell cheap. When if I sell something for 50 bucks, it's worth 100, 150, something like that, right? I offer it for 50 bucks, and somebody comes up to me and says, I give you 25 for it, and I tell straight off the bat, no. Whoever offers you 50% on your product, 50% of whatever value you put it, automatically he is no good or she is no good. You drop it like a bag of potatoes because that's offensive. Because even the people that dedicate to this, that buy from you, which there's a large group of resellers that buy from a reseller, even they will not offer you 50% because that is it. When I put it on Marketplace, OfferUp, or eBay, anybody that automatically offers me 50%, from that point on, I don't want to listen to you because you're full of it. You're a low bowler. No, that doesn't work that way. So yeah, you bring the price down and you bring it up a little higher too. So you can make some money, but you can still lower the price. It costs 150. I put it down for 50 or 60 bucks. The person says, how about 45? Yeah, we can negotiate there. But don't come back, I'll give you 30 because that's straight off the bat, that's offensive. Especially when you sell the product online where they're not even seeing it. They don't even know if the shit works. They offer you 50%, but they're just trying you. They're not, even if you say yes, they probably won't buy it. That's how you deal. I had these sneakers, right? These sneakers, I don't remember, there was some Jordan, some brand, it would cost at least 200 bucks. I was offering them for 50 bucks. No box, no box. I got them from a storage locker. No box. This guy comes, looks at it. I gotta tell you the race. This Puerto Rican guy comes, looks at it, and checks it out, says, are they original? I said, you check it yourself, you have it right in front of you. I'm at a flea market. He says, where did you get it? I said, I got it from a storage locker. You know, I just wanted to know, just in case, you know, to make sure everything's legal. I say, hey, look, bro, you buy it or you don't. Legal, not legal, you know. You buy it. I'm at the flea market. How can I have some stolen goods at the flea market? And even if I had some stolen sneakers at the flea market and sold it to you, you're off the hook. What the fuck are you talking about, right? Because these sneakers don't have serial numbers. I mean, the ones I've had, I don't know. They don't have serial numbers, so. And who's going to try to sell 50 bucks a pair of sneakers that they stole? You can end up in jail for 50 years. That doesn't sound smart. But hell well. So he keeps looking at them, 50 bucks. He calls his buddy, he takes pictures, he sends it to his buddy. He keeps analyzing and where's the box? I said, buddy, if I bring the box for it, it's gonna cost at least 200 bucks. Without the box, 50. You decide if you want to buy the box or not. So he keeps going back and forth. This little kid, 13-year-old African-American kid, sees the sneakers. The minute he puts it on, the kid grabs the sneakers and whips out the 50 bucks. Boom, puts it in my hand. The other guy stays looking, what the fuck? And the kid said, I said, kid, I want to ask you something. And I asked the kid in front of the guy, because I know what's going to come up. Something's going to come up. And I asked the kid, what pushed you to buy these sneakers? He said, my father taught me well. I know quality when I see it. And he just walked away. And I just laughed. And the guy left pissed. You snooze, you lose. When you look at the thing at selling at the flea markets, you have something, you see a lot of people asking about it, touching it. Trust me, somebody's gonna buy it. Don't go down the price, because when a lot of people touch it, that means it has a demand. If a lot of people don't touch it or look at it or ask you about it, that means that whenever you find somebody, it's like what we call the boyfriend of this product, which is gonna go straight for her, because that's for him. He's gonna buy it no matter what because he's in love with it. But when a lot of people touch it, that means it's a high item on demand. Everybody wants some, or it's gonna get sold. You don't go down on the price too much when everybody's inquiring. You just sleep on it, and sometime that day or some other day somebody will buy it. Flea markets, you carry the shit with you. You don't throw it away. At the end of the day, you just pack it up back in the van and go back home with it. So don't worry about, no, I gotta get rid of it because the day's over. That's bullshit. People think you're gonna get rid of it because the day's over. That's bullshit. You don't have to. It's not smart. I'm starting Walmart now, so I'm gonna record you later. We'll continue.